Welcome to DS Trucks. In this video, I want to talk about cheap Chinese lights that you can buy and put on your truck. Is it worth it to get the cheap ones, or is it better to get the more expensive ones? This here is a $20 light, definitely made in China from a company called Oidro. $20 for a pair of these. They throw off good light, but what's really interesting is I mounted this light on this side of my F450, on the driver's side of the F450, and on the other side I mounted another light that cost twice as much as this light for just one. So it actually cost 4 times as much as this light. This was $20 for a pair, and the one that I bought was $40 each, so $80 total. Which light was better? So here is a look at the Oidro light. It was $20. I think you can get these on Amazon. This company actually sent me this light. No, you know what? They didn't send me this light. I bought this light on Amazon, and they sent me a different light, which I'll actually show you the one they sent me. $20 from Amazon, and I actually tried to get them to send me this light, but they would not send me this light, and they said it was too popular and it was already selling well, so they didn't need to promote this light at all. But anyway, $20 for the light, and through Amazon. And only downside or only negative thing that I could really say about the light is when I did the wiring, the actual wiring was very, very thin and very light. Not really a big deal. I mean, the casing was good and it's really solid and it's got a good wire, but once you actually strip everything back, the wiring was a little light, but that's kind of how they all are. But the actual casing that's around the wiring is really good. So there's no issues with the actual wiring, but it is some pretty thin gauge wire, but you don't need heavier wire anyway for just running this little low voltage, low wattage LED light. So $20, guys, compared to the one that cost more money, this threw out a little more light. That being said, it is a bigger light than what I got. So the whole idea is, with this spot of putting a light on this particular location on the truck, I wanted something that looked really slick, really thin, and I did a flush mount light, and I tried to get a good one. I tried to get a flush mount light that wasn't cheap, and it had the ability to strobe and all that, but I just really wanted to use a steady burn here, so that when I'm backing into the driveway with the tinted windows, I could turn it on, I could see the dualies, I could see what's going on. But at the end of the day, this ended up throwing out more light for less money. It just didn't look quite as clean, and I'll show you guys how that looks as well. So here we are at it's spring now. We've driven the truck, we've plowed snow all winter with the truck. How did this light do as far as corrosion? Does it look beat up? They both were in the same environment, the cheap light and the expensive light. Here's how the cheap light looks. It still looks how it did when it was bought. Now, I haven't cleaned it or anything, so I'm sure if I cleaned it off, it would look just fine. But cheap light, cheap looking rock light, being in the salt, being in the snow, being on a plow truck, just getting beat up. And it's not rotted out, the paint's not failing on it, it still works. Well, I just actually put this whole running board on this truck, so it's not wired up, but it still works and everything. Let's take a look underneath. Now, the one complaint that I did have, and it's super minor, the stainless hardware wasn't really too great of a stainless steel, and the hardware is rusting a little. It's not like it's going to fail or anything, but it is a little bit corroded looking. But that's just the one bolt. The actual plate that holds on to the light looks fine. The hardware actually on the light itself, these little screws here, are pretty good stainless. They're not rusting. Just the one bolt back there is rusting. Very minor, very, very minor. And for $20, the fact that this light still works after a whole season of the snow is nothing short of amazing. Let's take a look at the light that costs 4 times as much money as that one and see how it looks. Now, back to the 450. Now check out the 450. This truck just got brand new running boards. And since I was taking off the running boards, I was looking at both the lights, and I'm thinking like, man, I paid a lot of money for this I think it's called D-Mega. I paid a lot of money for this light, and you know, when I took it off to wire it up onto the new running board, I actually just did the extended running boards. Really cool install. I'll link the video right about there of this install so that you can check it out, because this is a really cool one. I got one of the few trucks that has the extended running boards with the plastic inserts. But when I went to put this light on here, I noticed that the paint was failing on the light, and I'm like, what is going on? So the paint is bubbling. If you look underneath, you can see that the paint is essentially bubbling here on the light, and it's failing, you know. And the thing is, I was brutal to the lights. They were living life on the running board, and look where they are, right here by the tire. So they're getting blasted by the salt and snow and road grime. But both tires, or both lights, were in the same spot. This one was on the other side, and the Oedro was on one side. The Oedro cheap $20 light had a better paint process on it than this one. Now both the lights still work, but the cheap Oedro light held up, as far as paint is concerned, it held up better. Now this light definitely looks better, and I want to kind of look into Oedro maybe now and see if they make a light, a flush mount light. I'm not sure if they do, but this light for 3 times as much money, I don't even know if it's made by a better process or anything. I don't know what makes it better aside from it. This is a flush mount light. You know, it is a very nice, you know, I like how it looks. It kind of makes it look like the running board's just throwing light off, and you really, now the Oedro, like I said, throws more light, but I don't like the look of having that big bulky light on there. But that's just personal preference. You know, if it really didn't matter, you could just use that light for the same purpose and it would be just fine. Now the ones that they sent me are right here. These lights, again, like I said before, the hardware is rusting a little. I mean, it's rusting pretty bad. It doesn't even look like it's stainless, but the light itself, the paint hasn't failed on the light. Again, well, maybe a little. I hear some flake in here. Maybe the paint's failed a little. I don't know. But from what I can see, I mean, a little bit of paint flaked off right there. But the paint's better on this than it was on the little lights that cost. Now, these lights cost $40 for 2 lights that throw a ton of light off. $40. They did send me these, but they're $40, and they throw a good amount of light off, and they still work after being in the salt, on a salt spreader, just getting beat, no love at all, just getting beat up, and they still work. So is it worth it to spend a lot of money on lights? I don't know. I think it might be better just to buy the cheap ones. So far, that's what I've come to. Now let's take a look here at the other side of the running board, which has a brand new flush mount light, and it does look really good. It looks really high quality. I just don't know why the paint is failing on these and not failing on the cheap Oedro lights. So I'll check and see. I'm gonna check and see if Oedro makes a flush mount light, or if there's another company, or maybe even potentially this company, but another company that makes one that's black, that maybe even just has a plastic frame, because having a metal painted frame, the paint might not stick. The paint might not stick to the metal. I think this is an aluminum housing, and yeah. So anyway, cheap lights versus more expensive lights. So far, I'm finding out that cheap lights save the money. Like I said, the pair of these lights, $80 for these lights versus $20. Doesn't look as cool, but $20 for 2 of them, And that light is still the other one that never got installed because I figured I might as well. And the thing is, when I ordered those for $40, I thought it was going to be a pair, and then I only got one, and I'm like, dang, $40 for one light. But yeah, this is how it looks new. And this for $20 is 100% worth the money. 100% worth the money. So anyway, guys, that's it for the video. This is DS Trucks. This is our 2020 F450. So if you like truck content, subscribe, check out our playlist. We got a whole playlist of this truck from the day we bought the truck all the way to a current day. And we also have a 2019 F250 playlist on this truck since the day we bought it are available, and I'll just link some of those up there. But playlist on this truck, it's got the 6.2 liter gas V8. It's got the 6-speed automatic, old faithful, tried and true, simple, relatively simple in today's terms. Like I said, we just put new running boards on here. These came off of the 2020 F450, and the 2020 F450 just got some new ones. But anyway, DS Trucks, my name is Sean. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Over and out.